What's going on, folks? It's Chris Harris here. Buck Sweet Sports Podcast. Just wanted to go live with some stuff that's going on right now. I'm sure everyone's been hearing all the rumors floating around, and I just thought it'd be a good idea before, the powers that be, try to, flip stuff around, that I get up here and let y'all know what I've been hearing, and just basically what's been going on. It's real unsettling. If you're a long time fan of Clinton football, and just some of the stuff that has been happening, it's just it's really messed up. But I'll go ahead and get into it. Basically, sometime today, head football coach Corey Johnson was forced to resign. So he's no longer head football coach at Clinton High School. Basically, like I said, there's been rumors swirling for a while now that that he was leaving, but I'm not going to speak too much on Corey's next move, because that's not my that's not my announcement to make. That's that's for him. So when that happens, of course you'll find out about it. But just hearing about, talking to Corey and others, and I've gotten so many messages from, you guys talking about some of the stuff that's been going on. Is, like I said, man, it's just it's unsettling. If you really care about Clinton football, and really appreciated the job that Corey Johnson and his staff did, not only for the kids on, just the stuff on the field, the wins and stuff on the field, but I'm talking about the stuff off the field, with the working with the kids off the field, working in the community. It's just really unsettling to hear, man. Basically, man, for the last couple of years, the Clinton administration has been working against this man, and that, it's amazing to see how successful he's been, having to, deal with that at work. And it just makes you scratch your head, man, because you see a guy out here doing the right thing, winning on and off the field. Why would you try to make, their life, hard? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But well, I don't even know where to get started, man. It's so much. Like I said, it just, last several years they've been making this man's life hard, and for Clinton to be a football town, you just, it's just something you wouldn't expect. But we're not even just talking about, pay. Just trying to instill programs to help, the kids, trying to retain, his assistant coaches, hire coaches. I'm hearing like half the team wasn't even able to take weightlifting classes, So that's extra time that Corey and, other coaches have to spend working with the kids after school, to get the lifts in. Not getting, less time they having to spend with their families. They're already sacrificing enough time. It's just like, the stuff is it's just crazy to see, man. Like, I talked on my show that's going to air tonight about, you see programs, we wonder why programs like Shelby and Reidsville, Tarboro, I'll even go as far as saying like Northeastern, and as much as I hate to say it, the schools in Duplin County, East Duplin, Wild Rose Hill, why they continue to remain successful and consistently win, and why a lot of these schools have flu class Clinton you know, win-wise, championship-wise, it's because they don't be on this goofy stuff. Like I said, I don't understand it. You know, anybody that's talked to Corey and knows him, we figured that, you know, eventually, you know, he had higher aspirations. So, you know, just talking to him, I figured like, okay, we could at least, you know, keep him for another season. And earlier, it was stuff going around about the Richmond job, and once that fell through, I felt like, all right, cool. I feel like they're on, you know, common ground. Maybe we could at least get them, you know, hold them for another year. But, you know, like I said, you can't. Like I said, I'm holding nothing against Corey, man. He's going to get everything that him and his family deserve, and no one can be mad at them, because if someone came to you right now and offered you, you know, double what you're making at your job right now, of course you're going to jump on it. So yeah, definitely not mad at him for, you know, going out there, and, you know, he definitely deserves what's coming to him. But, you know, just finding out how, you know, I said, how the administration's been working against him. Like I said, man, if you're a fan of what this man did, I mean, for the kids, you're scratching your head and asking yourself why. You know, when somebody's doing all the right things, why would you work against them? What's that saying about you? 'Cause that sounds to me like you don't have the kids' best interest at heart. I mean, I don't know how y'all interpreted it, but I know how I'm like, that's how I'm looking at it. I mean, it's clown stuff, man. It's goofy, Mickey Mouse stuff. You know, you got individuals in that schoolhouse that, you know, like I said, this is the type of person they want. They want a yes man. They want a good old boy. They want somebody that's not going to make waves. They want somebody that's just going to go along to get along, not cause them any trouble. I just want you to coach games on Friday nights, win football games, because, you know, winning the football games make them look good. And then after that, that's it. We don't want no drama. We don't want no friction. We don't want you asking for nothing. We don't want you we don't want you bettering it yourself. Yeah, it's just a lot, man. And then you got, you know, there's going to be people that rock with the administration, you know, talking about, well, you know, hey, football coaches leave all the time. It is what it is. One person doesn't make the program. Look, Clint, you know, has had a nice tradition, you know, a culture. We all know this. But Corey Johnson and his staff came in and they took that culture and they took that tradition and they molded it into their own. Something that, you know, a lot of us have never seen. And I'm talking about, like, for so many stories about former players, and a lot of us witnessed it, where, man, coaches weren't riding this hard for you. They weren't fighting this hard for you. I've been following Clint football since I graduated. I've never, like, these past couple years, I've never seen so many kids at these camps and these combines out there, you know, getting exposure. I mean, look at the stuff he's doing right here in the city, the youth camps. Most times, coaches, you know, we'll have, you know, one little camp. You know, it's kind of like well, we got to do it. You know, we got to do one. So, you know, a little camp for the kids or whatever. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but I want to say last year we had, what, 4 or 5 youth, you know, camps at Roll Lane, and I know they had about 3 or 4 during the summer. Then they had the one at the stadium, I think during the bye week this last season. I mean, the amount of energy they were putting into the youth in the community, trying to get them back excited about football, because the Clinton rec department's been kind of kind of on the down in the last couple of years as far as getting that participation and getting the kids out there to play. Him and his staff are out there, getting the energy back up. What Coach Hunt, what Ryan Hunt was doing with the Pop Warner team, something we ain't seen in Clinton in years. Getting the kids, getting the youth, building that foundation back up. The stuff he's done for the kids, man, on the team, brought their own combine here to Clinton. Like I said, I was on the show this last season talking to Nick Cooper about it, and we talked about how back in the day, all the combines and stuff, you had to go out to Greensboro or Charlotte, Raleigh. You never had something right here in your own backyard where colleges were coming and getting a chance to look at you. Just a week or two ago, they had a last chance camp for unsigned seniors from this class. So, you're a senior and you're getting as many opportunities as possible, to get a chance to showcase your talents to colleges. None of that stuff was going on back in the day. None of that stuff was going on a couple years ago under a coach that everybody loves. But come on now. You put it on old age, but I got a message from a lot of former players talking about that one coach that, unless you were already certified that guy, he wasn't really messing with you like that. As far as getting to college. And even some of the kids, man, I think about like that class, man. I think about Raheem and Tyon and Prentice and all them boys. They should have been getting a whole lot more attention than what they got. Imagine if somebody like Corey Johnson was in Clinton then. It says say the names. Man, look, everybody knows who the athletic director is. Everybody knows who the principal is. These are the people that were working against Corey Johnson. The man's on the field winning. Off the field winning, doing the right things, getting kids to college. And they said, nah, we don't like him. We gotta start, how you undermine, like I said, man, I can see how you undermine a man that's doing all the right things. Somebody in the comments, let me know. Winning games, getting kids to college, working in the community. Like I said, man, brought a combine here to Clinton. I've never seen that had. A ton of and this is the biggest thing, man. He wasn't just helping his kids. Some of these coaches out here that be talking bad about him, he was helping your kids. He invited kids from all over to come to Clinton for that combine, that 910 combine. Come on, man. Like, you mean to tell me that Clinton? Like I said, I feel like it wasn't all about money, but of course money was a part of it. You mean to tell me Clinton ain't got money for a football coach that's winning? Y'all ain't have money for Bob Lewis? Come on now. If Little and Wallace Rose Hill smaller than Clinton, that's basically a 1A school. They got money for Mossinger. East Duplin can afford to pay Battle Holly, but y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got no money for Corey Johnson. Nah, this all we can give you. What? Come on, man. Come on. Nah, yeah, Odell, I'm telling you, it wasn't all about money, but we got to mention the money. Because, I mean, come on, man. Fuck, Benji, you right. Isha, you right. Term, you, man, look. Terrence know what I'm talking about. Bro, they got money. So we ain't even gonna talk about the money. But it's just the fact that you made this man's life hard. And like I said, big up to Corey Johnson. Because despite everybody working against him, he was still able to be successful. Ariel, I don't think that he's doing to be crazy. I don't think that's gonna happen. And now you got to ask yourself, man, like if you're a coach, do you want to take this job? I mean, like I said, they probably already got a guy picked out. Like I already explained to you, the type of guy that they're gonna want or already have picked out. Like I said, it's somebody they got in their pocket. That's not gonna give them no lip. Like I said, yes, man. I don't want no smoke. Soccer could be number one. I'll take a back seat. Hey, man, but like Coach said, man, you got to rock with who rocking with you. So, unfortunately, Clinton didn't rock with him as much as they should have. I know some people in the community, a lot of alumni, a lot of former players. We rock with Coach, man. We love what we saw. So you can't help but be upset about it. Pay attention to the ones that's just like, well, it is what it is. Hey, coaches change all the time. Football's not going to stop. The sun's going to rise tomorrow. But and all that's true. But you don't got a single problem with how this was done. Come on now, look, like I said, all the rumors and stuff about him leaving, there was going to be an announcement next week. You can't let that man finish his last couple of days of workout. The man didn't even get to talk to, from what I heard, the man didn't even get to talk to his team. Like, come on, like, all the good, like, despite if whatever y'all had going on, it was nothing but good things happening on that football field and for that football team and within this program. You could at least let that man end it the right way. Forced to resign. You couldn't wait till Monday or Tuesday for him to make his announcement. It's just a lot for those just tuning in. Head coach Corey Johnson was forced to resign today at some point. Like I said, I work night shift, so I was just waking. I'm just waking up to the news, and I got messages, and I'm seeing posts on social media, and coach hasn't came out and said anything himself, in his social media, but I'm sure, I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty sure he was just waiting for his, his announcement next week. Like I said, I'm not speaking on, Corey Johnson's future. That's not my announcement to make. That's his. So when the time comes, that comes. But like I said, man, all the pettiness and rumors that you heard, I feel like actions today kind of confirm it, because people were telling me, well, look, man, there's two sides to a story, and be careful, it might be half the truth, or blah blah blah. I feel like today kind of, you couldn't, like I said, you couldn't let that man finish out the last couple of days and end it the right way. Talk to his team, force him to resign, which is just a fancy term for fired. But yeah, I just wanted to get up here and just talk about it before, because like I said, they're going to release a statement that's going to make everything sound like mutually parted ways and everything's all good. But nah, straight up, principal, athletic director, whoever had a hand in this, you dirty and spiteful and petty, and honestly don't really have the kids' best interests in mind. Because like I said, like some of them kids probably, it would have been nice to talk to coach one last time and get some closure, one last hurrah. Nah, forced to resign. Hey, hope y'all ready for soccer season. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I'll just read. I'm just trying to check out some of the comments y'all are posting. Yo, Terrence, you right, man. Like I said, man, it's very rare. Cause like even that clown over there at Lakewood that's like talking real right now, people been trying to explain to him, man. It's like I said, Clinton's always had football coaching. But all coaches aren't built the same. All coaches don't pour into you the same. Like I said, I had Nick on the show during the playoffs, and we were talking about different experiences and what coaches really affected you. And it's funny, man, the famous one that everyone loves, man, Coop didn't even mention. Like I said, every coach don't work the same. Some of these coaches out here just going through the motions, collecting a check, going through the motions, man. They worry about you on Friday night and whatever, and that's it. See you at practice on Monday. Like I said, some guys don't pour into guys unless they know they certified gonna make it. Like, oh, he's D1 stud. I'm going to be on him. But for someone that's maybe he's got the talent, but just needs a little tweaking, or maybe he's struggling in school with his grades, or maybe he just needs that that one guy the coach to really pour into him and believe in him. Like I said, everybody ain't built the same, man. From what I witnessed with this staff, Corey Johnson, Ryan Hunt, Deion Norwood, Dennis McFadden before he left, man, like these guys like rode hard for these kids and gave them and offered so many different opportunities and options. And my biggest fear is seeing that go away. At the end of the day, and don't get me started. Like I said, man, it's the naysayers are out there. The people that don't care are out there. I've already been called every type of word and told I have no credibility and I'm talking out my ass. And when Corey leaves, he need to take me with him, and every other comment. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be a Clinton football fan. I'm born and raised. I'm never gonna stop supporting the program and supporting the team and doing what I've been doing this past year. But if I see something wrong, I'm gonna speak on it, man. Especially to a guy I consider a friend and someone that I feel like has been doing that. Man, frankly, did dirty here. looking at checking out some of the comments. See, I'm getting hate mail. Hold up, let me. Well, hey, Odell, bro, it ain't nothing I ain't heard already. Yeah, man, I ain't worried about me. People like any. We could talk about situations that have happened and involving types of stuff in the community, social justice stuff, and I mean anytime you speaking up for right, you're gonna get closed-minded individuals who see things one way and quite frankly just looking to troll. So it is what it is. Man, I gotta go up here and see this comment y'all talking about. They said they gonna take me out. Hey, look, I ain't hard to find. That's one thing, man. That's one thing about social media, man. It's so much good that comes from it, but it's a lot of the negativity is gonna come. So it is what it is. What can they do for me? I'm just up here speaking. This is my platform. I'm up here speaking on an issue I feel like is wrong. So, like I said, I feel like, hey, if the hate comes, then I must be telling the truth, because the people that's perpetrating and doing all the bad stuff, they gonna feel some type of way. I appreciate that, Darius. But man, I kind of lost my train of thought when I was checking out the comments. Well, see, I feel like they were trying to get ahead of it, but I mean, me knowing, from my conversations with Corey, man, it ain't like he was gonna throw any shade on CHS, man. He was gonna make his announcement and be done with it. Like, I feel like what they did today was like when you in an argument with somebody and they just got to get that last word in. Well, I'm not gonna let you just walk out without me saying, getting that last word in. And I equated to a situation that I was in, when I left North Carolina, because I get a new job, I'm moving, and I put my 2 weeks in, and like 2 or 3 days left. Old job tried to write me up for something. I'm like, okay, that's just petty. But like I said, man, they could have let that man, work out his last 2 days. Or, I mean, if an announcement was coming on Monday, it's Friday. Like, how fucking petty is that? Like I said, man, dude, a coach that's been pointing to the kids, something that a lot of us did not have. Like I said, I see so many old former players talk about it. Like, they wish they had coaches like, Corey Johnson and Ryan Hunt and Coach Norwood, Coach McFadden, pouring into them, working with them, giving them these opportunities. Like I said, other coaches, man, like I said, man, Friday night, win, loss, all right, cool, see y'all in practice on Monday. Season over with, all right, cool. Like, if you ain't one of my certified, I know he's going to college type guys, cool, that's it. I'm not calling this school for you. I'm not bringing these schools in. I'm not going to build a whole camp and combine and bring kids from all over the area and all over the state here and give you a chance to showcase your talents one last time to get an offer. Nah, season over with, man. I might see y'all, hit the weight room. I'll see y'all in the spring. But comment I said, man, the biggest loser in all this whole situation is the kids, man. And man, and maybe I mean, hopefully, in an effort to save some face, maybe they'll actually put some thought into, you know, who they bringing in as a head coach. I doubt it though, because like I said, I feel like the decision's already been made, and they got somebody that like probably fits their mold of what they want. You know, Corey wasn't a yes. Corey's not a yes man. He ain't a yes man. If he feel like he needs something or something's going on, he gonna speak up, and I respect him for it. And like I said, you got to ask yourself, man. The administrators who are making these decisions, do the kids' interest the best? Are they thinking about the kids? No, I don't think so. Think about themselves, their own agendas, their own priorities. Like I said, man, certain people don't want football to be number one. They want football to take a back seat. It's all about their sport. Which, like I said, crazy to me when, you know, most programs, football is what fuels your athletic department, money-wise. I mean, I look at some of the numbers from them football games this last year, the crowds. I ain't seen no soccer game like that. I mean, the midway game's kind of packed, but ain't nothing touching football. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Maybe instead of forcing Corey to resign, maybe you should resign and you can focus on soccer. I know. Hey. Oh yeah, Terrence, I already know, man. They pushing it. Like I said, the administration was working against Corey the whole time. And like I said, big ups to them because they were still winning and still thriving. Man, and like I said, you can't blame Corey for wanting to get up out of here. Man, imagine being at your job, working in a toxic environment, you doing everything the right way, doing good, and your manager steady trying to undermine you. You ain't gonna, like, I'm amazed he stayed this long having to deal with that. Which I don't think he had much deal with that under other ministers. I don't think he had to deal with that under Sava when Sava was AD. Shout out to Coach Sava. I mean, I know you're enjoying retirement, but you want to come back for a couple years? I mean, kids gonna need somebody to, football kids gonna need somebody to, be in their corner. Like I said, I feel like this present administration ain't got that, in mind. But man, I appreciate everyone coming on and, let's just let me talk to you and vent a little bit and try to get ahead of the narrative, because like I said, the narrative, they gonna flip it. The haters gonna flip it. They gonna make it some, like, we don't know what he talking about. Coach just left. He left on his own. He's been looking to leave. We didn't make him leave. We loved him. Hey yo, you wanna know what's funny? Odell, bro, I was looking at the video from the Easter Championship game. Who put themselves in the middle of the trophy presentation before the coach or the team even got to touch the trophy? That shit, now think about it, that shit's funny. Like, bro, why are you even here right now? Go stand your ass on the sideline somewhere. Like, yeah, like I said, man, they gonna take credit for the wins, knowing good. That's the thing that killed me, man. You all center field, holding the trophy up like you won the shit. Meanwhile, you was working against this man, and hey man, just big up to Corey for being, you know, as cool as he was, cause I would have been like, hey bro, get your ass out the way. oh, they gonna hate me after this. So my ass might be banned. Nah, I had people tell me, oh, you need to stop. You're not a fan. You need to stop being a fan. Make me stop being a fan. Like I said, I'm always gonna rock with playing football, but the way they did, the way they did Corey and his staff was dirty. Bottom line, let me know how y'all feeling. I know y'all probably been I've been too busy talking, and I ain't really been checking out the comments like that. Like I said, yeah, man. Look, like I said, I wish I was going live with y'all for, you know, a better reason. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, Corey and his family are going to get what they deserve, and I'm happy for him. And like I said, it's not my place to you know, make that announcement. I'm pretty sure they're coming with something soon about their future, so you know, stay tuned for that. And like I said, man, you know, God don't like ugly, so you know, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But if you're just tuning in, head coach Clinton High School football Corey Johnson was forced to resign today. Reasons unknown, but just, you know, conversations with, you know, folks out there, you know, people messaging me, and just my talks with him, finding out that, you know, this Clinton administration, principal, athletic director, I've basically been working against this man, making it rough for him at work, you know, these past several years, through different means. Like I said, man, undermining him. The fact that, you know, Corey continued to coach a winning program and excel the way he did, just it's a credit to, you know, him and his staff. And I mean, we had a great group of kids, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, the kids are the ones that, you know, are hurt by this. I mean, I've had former players, guys I've talked to, that were talking about, yeah, man, that have moved away and said, yeah, I'm trying to go back to Clinton because I want my son to play for somebody like that. So, like I said, you got somebody that's winning, that's doing all the right stuff, getting the kids to college, you know, helping out, you know, pouring into the youth. And most importantly, man, winning football games, man. Corey Johnson, during his time at Clinton, 61-12, 5 conference championships, 2 Eastern Championship appearances, 1 state championship appearance, 31-12, 31-2 in conference play. I can't even start to name how many kids he's gotten to college. I don't know if Coach has that information himself. I'll ask him about it. countless kids at the next level, and just really building football, the culture. Like I said, Clinton's always had tradition, Clinton's always had culture. But like I said, he came in here and molded it and formed it into something his own. And I feel like that's something that's not easily duplicated. That's why I said, man, people can sit up here and talk about, oh, it is what it is, and go get another coach and blah blah blah. That's not something that you could just imitate. You can't duplicate that. He put a certain. It's hard to put in words, man. But if you witnessed it, you really sat here and paid attention to it. You know what I'm talking about, man. It's like a whole culture change. And the process that the coaches are always talking about, you saw it. And we talking about a player's coach, man. Man, those kids would freaking run through a brick wall for that man. Every coach don't give you that feeling. Yeah, like I said, football's gonna go on. Kids gonna be out there playing. Is the energy gonna be the same? Is the feeling gonna be the same? Some coaches just have you out there, man. I'm just out here, I like football. I want to play. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? It's a feeling. And like I said, man, I'm feeling for the kids that are coming back next year, and we're hoping to be, working with Coach, and the kids coming up that we're looking forward to playing for, Coach. And, like I said, man, it's like I said, the real loser is the kids at the end of the day. I just don't feel like that energy is gonna be the same. Yeah, man, to be a successful, winning coach, doing all the right things, players love you, community rocks with you, stadium filled up, Friday night stadium packed, energy, whole nother level. Nah, we don't want to keep that around. Should have handed that man a blank check. Like I said, man, successful programs get it. You will never catch Shelby or Reedsville doing some stupid ass shit like this. Excuse my language. Never. You wonder why they got 20 state championships, 20 state championships, and they in there. They either in the regional championship or the state championship game every year. They ain't doing no stupid shit like this. Surprised someone ain't stepping and check admin on this shit. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Man, Brad, go somewhere and sit your ass down. You see this man out here working? Oh yeah, I definitely believe it. Katrina, you're 100% right. Jalen Oates, facts. We talked on this. Like I said, man, that famous coach that everyone loves. From what I heard, if you weren't the guy, if you weren't already that guy and had that look about you, he wasn't fucking with you. I don't know what else to say about it, man. It's a sad day. but I appreciate everyone checking in, man. I really ain't got too much more to say about it. I guess sometime next week, look for some type of announcement from Coach. As far as Clinton High football is, I guess we'll be hearing about who the next head coach is. I could honestly, I'm being just 100 completely honest and transparent right now. I really don't have too many high hopes for whoever they got, because I feel like whoever they was somebody that fits what they want. They want a yes man. They want a good old boy. They want somebody that's gonna shut up and color and just win games on Friday night and leave them alone. Don't ask us for nothing. Don't try to do nothing extra. We tell you this, and that's what it is. Woo! Y'all heard what Jalen Oates said? That speaks volumes. All coaches ain't built the same. I mean, how many gonna do for our community? You know what I'm saying? I ain't just talking about the country club. I ain't just talking about Timberlake. Coach was doing good for everybody, man. All the kids gonna suffer because of this. You know? Odell, you talk. But before I go, I just want to know how y'all feeling about this, man. How y'all feeling about this whole situation? Your thoughts? Darius, you already know, man. Like I said, man, a lot of times, y'all, it's just about the wins. I don't know if it was me and Nick or me and Hassan Howard that used to play for Clinton. We're talking about this one time. It's like, dog, these certain people, they love you on Friday nights and they love you while you scoring them touchdowns and carrying that ball and doing whatever and winning them games. But Friday night they love you. Saturday morning, you just it's whatever. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, y'all haven't heard, man? Clinton's a soccer town now. Soccer town. You know what's funny? I was thinking about that, man, Fonz, because I was like, I feel like there's some jealousy. I mean, coaches sending kids, to the college left or right. I don't really see too many soccer players signing. That's what you doing, man. Maybe you. Hey, Johnson gave you the blueprint, man. Maybe you should have been paying attention. You know what's crazy, man? Because like I talked about the camps and stuff that Corey and them been bringing in town. I think he was gonna have a showcase for soccer. Like, damn, bro, you gotta help your kids. Like I said, but once again, that just speaks volumes but how Corey is, man. He was about helping out everybody. Like I say, he had that 910 camp, and It wasn't just Clinton kids. It wasn't just Sampson County kids, man. You had kids from all over, man. Trying to get noticed. Man, come out here and showcase your talent. We got all these schools out here. I can't even put a number on how many schools they had out there last year. I would have to look at the flyer, and I don't want to give y'all an incorrect number, but I mean, I want to say it was at least, I know, over 30 schools at least, at a minimum. So I mean, this man out here, I mean, doing the extra stuff. Like I said, I feel like we ain't gonna never see nothing like that again. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Like I said, man, normally one youth camp, if that. I mean, last year, like 4 or 5 of them camps for kids, and the kids, from what I've heard and everything I saw, the kids loved it. So you pouring into the youth. You got Ryan Hunt, who was starring that Pop Warner for the area, which is something like I said, Clinton's been missing for so long, and that's why, you know, these other areas are, you know, be so ahead of us as far as like talent goes, because man, these kids, they playing Pop Warner travel football from, you know, this age on up. So, you know, Clinton was kind of lacking behind in that. You know, the rec department's been kind of, you know, on the downfall. And so we got the coaches pouring into that. So they pouring into the youth, building up that foundation for the kids on the team. Like I said, just last week, collaborating with some other coaches up there in Montgomery Central, a last chance camp for seniors all over the state, man, to come up there and you know, you're unsigned, you get, you know, another opportunity to showcase your skills. You know, stuff like that wasn't happening all the time back in the day. And I'm not even talking back like in the 90s and the 2000s. I'm talking about like, you're talking about 2014, 15, 16. I talk about the talent that was on those teams back then. Man, like I told you, I think about like guys like Raheem and Tyon and Kayvon and all them guys. Them boys was bad, man. Those, like, they had some players. I mean, even going back a little bit further, it's so much talent here in Clinton, and they wasn't getting the looks like they should. And like I said, man, these last, you know, y'all know me. This is what I've been doing. I follow Clinton football. And over the past several years, I've never seen so many of our athletes, our football players, at every weekend. They had a college junior day. They at this camp. They at this combine. Like I feel like back then you had to do that. Like you had to do that research yourself. And then if you was, you know, talented, man, you had, like I said, you had to hop in the car, you had to drive to Greensboro, drive to Charlotte. And these kids out there every week, he had these guys out here every weekend somewhere. I've never seen this many kids at these camps, man, never. And like I said, bringing the stuff to your own backyard, right there at the high school. He was having another one here in May. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to still be the case. Knowing, you know, seeing how Clinton admin is, I don't know if that's, I feel like if he's not able to have it at Clinton High School, he's still going to have it regardless. That's what I feel. So we'll see. Stand by on that. But yeah, man. So like I said, he got the winning record on the field, getting the kids to the next level off the field. Like, kids were coming there. I mean, I never seen a group of kids so excited to play. I mean, like I said, man, kids will run through a brick wall for that man. Change the culture, man. T formation, wing T. That's all Clint was doing. Mixed it up. Man, this year, and like I said, the numbers don't sound huge, especially for if you look out west or to a school that's been running passing offenses for years now. We almost had a 2,000-yard passer this year. I think the Darian was just a couple yards short. Almost 2,000 yards passing. I think he had like 27, 28 touchdown passes. I mean, just change the game, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. Like I said, it don't make any. You scratch your head, from that. Outside looking in, you're scratching your head. Like I'm sure. I'm not sure if there's any people from other schools or areas that's up here on this live right now, but they're probably like, okay, wait a minute, man, coaches went 15-1, got y'all to a state championship game. Why would y'all want to get rid of? Why would an administration be wanting to get him out of town? Why would they not want to give this man everything he needs and work with the program? Not how you gonna work. Why you not working with the program and you working against it? And make it make sense, man. But I've been up here long enough, so I mean I'm gonna just let that go. But stay tuned to next week's show. We'll talk about it more, and hopefully by that time, I'll kind of have some comments from Coach himself and what he'll have going on, and maybe we'll have some news about what Clint football's next direction is. Got a show airing tonight at 8 o'clock. It's going to be I recorded it earlier this week, so a lot of this stuff is not going to be talked about, but I mean, feel free to check it out. Appreciate all the support.